Hey everybody, it's Dina Rico with the Creativity Cave, and look at these beautiful cards that I have to share with you today. They are all using the stamp set Flowering Fields, which is one of the celebration sets that you can get free when you place a $50 order through the Creativity Cave. And I love how adorable these cards are, and it totally reminds me of those adult coloring books that you see everywhere, because these are the images you can color. They're super cute, really quick and easy, and it's so relaxing. So I want to show you all the different cards that I have. They're really simple. I used the same basic layout, and I actually am just realizing something, which is kind of funny, but we'll get to that in a second. They really were easy to create, and like I said, they did not take much time at all. So let me show you how I did these. And I also have a couple of tips for when things go wrong, as they often do when you're stamping, at least in my experience. So first of all, I'm going to start with a 2.5-inch circle of watercolor paper, and then I used the flower frame thinlits to create this flower. I really like that set, by the way. And then I have the rest of my card pieces. So let me show you how I stamped and colored this in. It's very easy to do. First off, I'm going to color the little thistle image, which I love. And let me throw a piece of scrap paper under here. So I'm going to stamp this, pardon me, off to the one side, so that I can fit the cute little butterfly that comes with this set here, like so. And then what I'm going to do is use my aqua painter and 3 colors of ink, Pear Pizzazz. And you can see I've squeezed the lid to the ink pad to get color in the lid. And then I use my aqua painter from the lid. And then I've got Rich Razzleberry and Wisteria Wonder. So now to pick up the color, I'm going to use my aqua painter, and I will just pick up a little color from the lid and color it on to my card, or my little circle here. And the thing is, you don't have to be super perfect about it. In fact, the watercolor look is kind of sloppy anyway. Remember, and we're also going to cover up this bottom bit, so don't worry about that. Then to change colors, I'll just go on my paper till the color comes out clean. And then I like to go from lighter to darker colors. So I will put in Wisteria Wonder kind of all over like so. And then I will pick up my Rich Razzleberry and color. And it doesn't have to be perfect, which is kind of why I love watercoloring. Then the other thing I'm going to do is color in my butterfly a little bit, so it's pretty. And now this is a really cool tip that I have for you. I'm just getting a little bit of color blended so it's not so severe on my flower. That looks great. And then I'm going to first of all, I'm going to squeeze my aqua painter. You can see kind of a rush of water went through there, so it's a little wetter. And then I'm going to pick up a lot of color on my pad. And then I just use a pen. You can use your hand, but sometimes it works better to use a pen. And then I'm going to flick the color onto my little paper. And look at all those cool speckles. Now you want to clean off your brush before you do anything else, because I actually do need to switch back to my wisteria for just a second to finish off my butterfly. But how cool is that tip? I love that. Okay, so to put my card together, I'm going to take a scrap of the printed paper. This is the Typeset DSP, and of course I had a scrap of it and I can't find it, because that is what always happens. So here we go with the scrap. I'm just going to take my 2.5-inch circle punch, the same one I used, and punch just a little bit of it like this. And you know what? My punch is being difficult. Let me try the side. There we go. Oh no. Okay, here's the tip for fixing that. Because this typeset DSP is kind of thin, I'm just using a script here. I'm going to put it on a piece of paper, and that will give me a little bit more thickness, and then look, it cuts just fine. Okay, so I trimmed out just a little piece of it with my punch, and then I will adhere that to the very bottom. And if you heard me laugh at the very beginning of this video, I realized that on all my sample cards, I hadn't put the greeting on. I have them sitting over here. So I stamped Hello Spring. This is from the stamp set Crazy About You. And I'm just going to take one of the edge pieces from my dimensionals and put this on the back to pop this up a little bit. You could probably put 2 on there if you wanted, but anyway, there's my Hello Spring. So this actually goes on all of these cards. Whoops. Anyway, and speaking of whoopses, can I just show you something that happened? So here's the finished card. This is the very first one I did, but this made me so mad. And tell me if you've done this before, because it happens to me a little bit more than I'd like to admit. The ink pad fell on the card corner right there. And I was so mad because I love this card and everything was adhered together and all that. So I got really kind of mad. I might have indicated an improper word at that moment. Anyway, so what I did is I took my aqua painter, because it was still out from coloring, and I just swished the color from there around and then added a little more so it would look normal. And that's what I came up with. So here is the alternative version should something like that happen to you. But let me finish putting this card together. Okay, so I have, I've got all my pieces. I just am using a base card of Very Vanilla, which I will fold. And then I will add to it a strip or a panel of black, as well as my, just finished off and that is what it looks like when you run out of adhesive. No worries, I have more. Okay, but I just added my typeset DSP. This is the same pack as the little circle design. And I'm putting it on my layer of vanilla. I will pop that layer up with 4 dimensionals, 1 in each corner. And then I will stick it down onto my card. I think it looks kind of fun. And then I like this, but I thought it really needed something to stand off the card. So I'm going to add the little flower that I had mentioned before. I'm going to wiggle each leaf just so that it's not flat and boring. It gives this a little dimension and it's kind of fun. Okay, and then I will pop the circle up onto here and add my watercolored image. And finally, I'm going to dress it up with one more touch. I'm going to put a couple of strips of Fast Fuse right here. Then I'm going to take my silver metallic thread and I'm just going to touch one end in that Fast Fuse. I will wrap it around the whole card a few times, crisscrossing and whatnot, and I'm about to run out of it. Okay, and I will tack the other end down in there before I trim it off. And then I will go ahead and add just a little bit more adhesive to the back of this so it sticks on there nicely. And that is my finished card. The little thread, I think, adds a nice touch. Isn't that just the prettiest? Oh, I love it. Just think of how cute these cards are going to look when I put the greeting on them. Now, all of these cards fit into a cute little box that I made with envelopes. This is just a simple box. I am going to put a video of how the box came together on my VIP page. So if you're a Creativity Cave VIP, you can look forward to that. But I think this is so cute, although I think it's a little bit cuter if you have one of the ones with the flower on top. I kind of alternated some of mine. But anyway, I think this is a beautiful gift. This would make an amazing hostess gift, or or just a treat for somebody to brighten their day for spring. Anyway, I hope you've liked this video. I hope you love these cards. I'm telling you, you don't need to buy an adult coloring book. You can color on your own, and then you can make something out of the results, which I think are just adorable, great cards. Anyway, don't forget the greeting though. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching this with me and stamping with me. I love to stamp with you, so please go to my website, thecreativitycave.com. I'll have a link to the specific post that these cards are on with all the supplies and more information about becoming a Creativity Cave VIP. I would love to welcome you into our program and spoil you rotten. So thank you so much. Please share this video with your friends. I really appreciate it. I hope you have an awesome day. Happy stamping. Bye.